When we don't even know the reason for our difference, life is especially hard. That was the case for my daughter as well as myself. Her story can shed a bit of light about how easy it is, even in this day and age, for someone's autism to be missed. My daughter, born in 2001, was assessed for autism twice before the age of 3 because of delayed speech. But her strong receptive language skills and overall intelligence led to those concerns being confidently dismissed by her evaluators. She is still qualified for fully funded early intervention preschool, and I sent her to a private speech therapist for 3 years. After about the first year, she began to speak in her own way. You see, by that time, she could both read and spell. So at age 3, the speech therapist had to work with her to change k-a-t, pula-aya to cat play. The spelled out version was one of the first things my daughter ever said when she happily watched our new kitten wrestle with a leaf. Later, she underwent a full learning evaluation with a highly respected psychiatrist because her academic skills were well advanced relative to her peers. And she also worked with a separate psychologist to lower anxiety, which began to surface a year or 2 later. And she also met with a licensed clinical social worker at age 14 because of her strong negative responses to environmental stimuli, especially sound. The psychiatrist and psychologist never mentioned autism to me, and the social worker flat out dismissed my daughter's concerns without ever even involving me in the conversation. My daughter was an exceptional student, a model school citizen, and a very sweet kid, but she was undeniably different. She had friends when she was young, but their number dwindled during middle school, and by high school, she rarely saw peers outside of school. Others could easily sense that she was different, and she did too. And she didn't have any explanation as to why. Finally, when she was 15 years old, she told me through tears that she just isn't likable, and she doesn't even like herself. With that pronouncement, I had her in yet another professional's office the very next day, and her truth as an autistic individual began to be uncovered.